Can't even lie, bro, we ran out of time for an intro and the video just started. I really need to get this video out. Look, a little over 3 months ago, I made a video called Is Marvel Rivals Too Easy? And basically the title was Is Everyone Grandmaster? Now, back then, Grandmaster was the top 99.9 percentile. It was like in the top 0.3 something like this. This was like midway through season 0, the first time I hit Grandmaster, right? And I was saying like, oh, is this secretly way too early and blah 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 blah, and Grandmaster's too easy to get and the average skill level is way lower than other games? And it's like, I definitely had a point, but to be fair, back then it was extremely early in the game's life cycle. Now, in my opinion, it's still extremely early, bro. This game's only been out for like 4 months, maybe 3.5, officially released. But I feel like it's good to make this video because it's kind of just there to reflect and see what the times was back then and what the times are now, especially because a lot of you probably haven't seen that video. So, you know, without any more intro yap to do, let's get into it, right? Also, we don't have enough time for a cut of fucking audio segment, so we're finna just keep going, right? So basically, like I said, contents of that video, I was basically saying that Grandmaster, everyone is Grandmaster, and the reason I basically said this is because I kind of surrounded myself with only Grandmaster players, and a lot of the people I knew at that point were Grandmaster players. Now, with the game being out longer, with me knowing more people that play it with me and having a bigger community, I think I made that video at like 5k subs, 6k maybe. Anyways, not the point. Back then I definitely was wrong. Like I said, I haven't said this before, but you know, I change opinions a lot with my videos. That's just the nature of my videos. So I can admit back then I was most definitely wrong saying that everyone's Grandmaster, specifically mid-season, season 0, right? But now I feel like it's not crazy to say that. Y'all already saw my video on the rank inflation problem, but in this video specifically, we're gonna talk about the skill, right? So back, I keep saying back, I feel like I'm repeating myself. It's kind of hard to introduce a topic without giving like all this backstory, right? Back then the skill level felt so high, kind of, but like everyone was up there, right? It's kind of hard to explain because how are you gonna be like, oh, the skill level was high, but everyone was up there? Well, like I feel like the quality of player has increased obviously as the meta has developed, as the game's gone on longer, but so many more people are there that like the quality's decreased. Like for example, there's 7,090 out of 100 players when back then there was like 560 out of 100. You feel me? So like, yes, although the average player has gotten better, it's also like the average player, there's so many of them that it feels like it's diluted, right? And also back then, what's it called? This was pre-EOMM, or it wasn't pre-EOMM. EOMM has always been in the game, but it was pre that one video talking about it getting fucking popular, mainstream. Like people were definitely talking about EOM back then. There was like, but it was like a few people. It was like one on every video, maybe, talking about some, yo, did you know this game uses EOM? I have nothing to prove it, but like it's so crazy that it happens, right? Also, my dog's trying to get out, bro, and I'm not letting him out. I need to finish this video. That sounds crazy, but you know, sometimes game is game, right? Right? It's like back then it was kind of like an ignorance is bliss situation, right? Now, an argument I said back then was just give it time. I said just give it time and the ranks will even out and it'll feel like Grandmaster is actually a lot more skillful, right? Well, comparing that Grandmaster to this Celestial, it still feels like back then was like way better. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been playing Marvel Rivals recently. It's not because the game is bad, it's just because Arcane Lineage dropped on Roblox and I've been mad busy, and anytime I'm not busy, I'm on Arcane Lineage. So it's just kind of like, I kind of been like fucking myself over. I need to get these uploads out more consistently, but I haven't played Marvel Rivals except for like getting on one game, recording the vid, and then getting off, right? And I definitely do want to play more because I still enjoy the game, but I feel like this meta is so stale, right? And this meta being so stale, while also at the same time, like, what's it called? At the same time having so many players in high rank, it's just like, I don't know, bro. It's just different, right? Before, if all y'all know this, any high-ranking player knows this, when you would be playing at like a calm 8 p.m. and you would see the exact same players like every match. Not every match would have the exact same 12, but it would be like, oh, you play a match, oh, I've seen this person before, oh, I've seen this person before. Every single match would have like at least one person you've seen before. And then you would start playing for like days on ends, and you would just start recognizing names, bro. And it was like, like, this is an excuse a lot of gatekeepers use to like fucking keep people out their community, and it's usually really lame. But it's like, bro, it was cool just having a smaller community of like players. Even if, what's it called, the skill level in general was lower, it was just like, it was not a lot of players playing back then or in that rank, right? Now, also I've been I've been hard stuck like high GM, low celestial for basically like the whole Marvel Rivals career. In season 0, I peaked I think Grandmaster 2, right? So back then that was pretty high. Season 1, I peaked C2, like 70 elo, pushing into eternity lobbies. And then this season, I'm not gonna lie, I really have not played that much, like at all. But it's definitely different. You feel me? It's definitely different. Now, to address like the reasons why, I feel like it's pretty obvious. That's why I haven't said it earlier. Rank inflation. The devs definitely knew what they were doing. What's it called? The devs definitely knew what they're doing with the mid-season reset. I don't want to repeat exactly what I said in the rank inflation video, because I basically just said that although the system might not be perfect, and instead of having a rank reset they could fix the rank system's root problems, it was a band-aid fix. And instead of having a band-aid fix where they can fix it like in depth more later, we just got no fix, right? Now, I don't know if I've said this before, but I was thinking like this basically sums up the whole video, is that things are gonna get worse and they're gonna before they get better. Like, I feel like when we say we have to give the game time, it's definitely true, because like I said in the intro, it's still a very new game. But it's just like, what's it called? The new game is like, okay, it's a new game. The really good players are really good right now, or the good players that look really good are in high ranks right now, and there's only like a few of them, right? And then people said what was gonna happen is like, oh, it's gonna what's it called, all the bad players are gonna drop, and the high rank is actually gonna look like top rank now. Because like basically, I don't know if I'm explaining this well. The argument back then was that Grandmaster doesn't look like Grandmaster, it looks like Gold in Overwatch, right? And basically, I'm saying that the argument was saying, oh, well, don't worry, just give it like 2 months, and then Grandmaster will actually look like Grandmaster because only the good players will be out there. Well, now the exact opposite happened. Now it's all the bad players are in high Grandmaster Celestial, and now it definitely doesn't look like Grandmaster. So like, I don't know. I feel like, once again, this is not really a problem, but you know, I had to put problem in the title for that extra clicks. You feel me? You know how I stay. But it's just like, it's just interesting to see. I don't want to go back and just remake every single one of my videos when I have no video ideas, but I feel like this one in particular was definitely interesting to make, because, you know, it's different viewpoints. We made this video over 3 months ago. Not a lot of people have seen it. That's basically all I gotta say. If you watched through all this yap session of just continuous yap, I really fuck with you. Bro, y'all don't know how much I wanted to stream today. I still might 0.001% stream, depending on if my mom was to watch the show or not. All right, peace.